Hi, I'm Dimitri, and before we begin, I'd like to share a couple of safety guidelines. Number 1, only one entrance to the building will be used. Number 2, please prop open the inside doors to avoid contact. Number 3, please practice social distancing and avoid contact with other members. Now I'd like to introduce Cardin with a few other safety guidelines.
Using the restrooms will be discouraged, but we have provided Lysol wipes to wipe down surfaces that you make contact with. You may be pleased to know that we also have provided Lysol wipes that will be used in between prayers and talks. Also, hand sanitizer will be provided in the foyer on a table. And now to introduce Ethan.
Anyone involved with preparing the building or the sacrament should use hand sanitizer. There will be hand sanitizer provided on the table in the front foyer and on the stand in the sacrament room. Virex is a heavy-duty disinfectant that will be used on all hard surfaces in the building except for on the sacrament preparation table and on the sacrament table itself. There will also be don't sit pew signs on the pews that you will not be able to sit on.
Hello, welcome. We're going to teach you how to prepare for the sacrament, but first things first, you have to use the hand sanitizer first. Let us show you. Alright, you want to tell them the next one?
So, really quick, we're just going to let this dry, but you're going to want to grab one of your trays, obviously. And then taking one of these,
Yep.
you're going to want to take your cups and put them into the tray in a zigzag pattern. Now you're going to do this for both water and bread, using both the things and putting those in the cups that you prepare. So you're going to want to use a lot of these water trays.
Unfortunately, we don't have bread with us, so if there's bread here, just pretend. We're just pretending we're putting bread in there. So yeah, if there's bread here, you'll put them one by one by each cup.
As you can see, I'll just take this.
Yes.
We put them in a zigzag formation to avoid cross-contaminating and accidentally bumping into other cups.
Yep. Well, we got one cup. Oh well.
And like we said, you do the same thing for bread and for water, just using different things in the cups. Of course, you don't use the same cups. But that's how you prepare the sacrament. The next part.
Alright, so we're going to be using how to put the cloth in. So this here is the plastic disposable cloth. So you open the bag, you lay it down like this, and then you cut the paper cloth in half, and then you lay the other, put the one half here and the other one half for later. Alright, so this is how it's going to be made. You're going to have 2 water trays in the front, and then we're going to have the bread on the middle, and then once we put the bread in, the priest will be handling on with the breaking bread with the breads on the back tray. So that's how it's going to be made. And then once you're done with that, you'll just take this cloth here I'm holding, and then you just cover it up. So let me show you. Or let us show you. So you take.
Alright, so we're going to show you how to prepare / bless the sacrament. You're going to show everyone that you hand sanitize your hand. Here you go. Now you're going to flip over your cloth for the bread, and then you'll just break the bread into tiny little pieces to fit inside the cup. When you pass it to the deacons, make sure you hand them both of these trays, because one is basically once they take the bread out of the cup, they'll put it in the dispense tray. and then you'll basically cover it and do the same thing with water. But when you're blessing, you will go over to the mic, as Brayden is doing.
The prayers are going to be on a paper that's going to be left on the table here. You're going to go ahead and kneel down. This is going to keep distance between you and that, just for extra precaution. And then you can go ahead and leave your mask on while saying it. You'll be right next to the mic. You'll be fine. You'll go ahead, you'll say the prayer. I'm not going to say it for keep the reverence of it preserved. You'll come back over, and then that's when you're going to go ahead and start handing it out.
Okay, so this is how the deacons are going to pass the sacrament. There's going to be two positions. Position 1 will be closest to the door, and then position 2 will be right here. So they'll go up, sanitize, and then get the bread, and then position 1 will go up past, they'll get the bread or the water, and then position 1 will go up past to the bishop, the priest, and like if there's an organ player, and then position 2 will go on this right side and pass to the people over there. And then once position 1 is done, they'll go down down the left side. They'll go down the left side, and then once they're finished with these rows, they'll go back down the middle, and then they'll meet up at the front, and then when the priests stand up, they'll come back down, take the bread, the water, and then
We're doing the full thing.
and then they repeat this with the bread, the water, they do the same thing. And one important thing to note is as you're passing, make sure to pass in the row ahead of the people.
So those who prepare the sacrament will also be asked to put it away. First, you're going to want to take off the disposable tablecloth, which is disposable, of course, and get rid of any cups in the garbage thing and any leftover cups on the trays. After that, you're going to want to take them to a kitchen or anywhere else you can clean them to give them a proper wash.
Alright, so when you're cleaning, you want to make sure that you use Lysol wipes for the table and not Virex. And when you use Virex, you spray it on the paper towel before you use it on hard surfaces. It cannot go on soft surfaces. So the people who are passing the sacrament, which is position number 1 and position number 2, they will also be cleaning, help cleaning the congregation and the stand along with other volunteers. Position number 1 will clean the stand up here and the piano and the organ if they are used. And position number 1 will also clean this set of pews. Position number 2 will get all of these pews right here and just wipe them all down. Also, position number 1 will clean or wipe down other parts of the building that may have been touched, such as door handles or light switches.
To clean up the sacrament, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn on hot water in the left sink, and then you're going to want to put the dish soap onto the hand towel, and then scrub the tray very thoroughly. Make sure all parts of it are clean and disinfected. Then to rinse, put the water over to the right side when you're done. And rinse it off. Then you're going to place it down on the towel for drying. And then our second man over here will proceed to dry it off with a paper towel.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your help, and we hope that this has been helpful and that it will help members feel the Spirit.